You're traveling through a dimension of not only sight and sound, but of color and time. A moment where light refuses to let go, and darkness waits patiently. This is Twilight. No, we're not talking about sparkling vampires. We're talking about something far more powerful. Twilight. The very edge of reality. The space between day and night. A liminal hour where the sky melts into watercolor and the air forgets what time it belongs to. Help, I'm stepping into the Twilight Zone. Golden Earring wasn't singing about monsters. They were singing about this actual scientific, spiritual, psychological vortex we all pass through daily without ever realizing it's grown longer than we knew. Let us go, then you and I, when the evening is spread out against the sky, like a patient euthanized upon a table. Let us go through certain half-deserted streets and muttering retreats. Of restless nights in one-night cheap hotels and sawdust restaurants with oyster shells. Streets that flow like tenuous argument of insidious intent to lead you to an overwhelming question, said T.S. Eliot. Because guess what? Twilight isn't just one thing. It's three. There is civil twilight, which occurs when the sun is between 0 and 6 degrees between the horizon, and it starts to sink behind those tall buildings in the city. And there is nautical twilight, which occurs when the sun is between 6 and 12 degrees below the horizon, and the sea begins to swallow the sun. And then there is astronomical twilight, when the sun is between 12 and 18 degrees below the horizon. Night is classified when the sun is 18 degrees or farther below the horizon. Civil twilight is the earliest phase, the most human. You can still see without artificial light. Birds settle, windows glow. This is when you notice a figure standing just a little too still at the edge of the woods. Maybe it's a trick of the light, maybe it's not. Nautical twilight, named for sailors who learned to navigate by the stars. As the sea swallowed the sun, streetlights flicker, the edges of buildings blur. Strange thoughts begin to surface. You remember things you never lived. Deja vu deepens. This is when you hear footsteps behind you, but you turn and there's nothing there. Astronomical twilight, the final veil before true night. The last resistance of the sun's reach. This is when dreams begin, leaking into your waking life, when time slows, when stars shimmer too brightly, when your reflection in the windows blinks at a different time than you do. So what have we discovered? That twilight is not a moment. It's a spectrum. Yeah, it's like neurodiversity. What level are you on? A corridor that gets deeper, darker, and stranger the further you go. And now that we know it lasts longer, what else has more time to reach us? You have entered the extended twilight. Don't worry, you'll be back again tomorrow.